You know what it means, right?
This looks small.
Just a card. Those two. What do you think?
It does.
It's showing, it's saying like,
If you work on this.
but if you got your head, like if you got knocked out, where you straight up nice and had a car accident, like talking about like,
Praise
you got that. So I know that should be fun, so then sleeping on the ground.
Maybe you were.
Yeah.
What was he about Christmas?
Very nice. I like the helicopter.
Okay.
That's your protection purple. Okay. The third portion of the bookmark, and I know some of you still might be sketching, and that's fine, is to create a symbol that would draw others to your book, that they might recognize and maybe want to read it based on this symbol. So you had a detailed picture. Now we're going to kind of zoom out and create some kind of symbol that others would recognize and make them want to read it. So being with the Hunger Games, Katniss hunts with her bow and arrow. So I think I'm going to try to draw as my symbol the bow and arrow. That she uses. And who might be interested in the book if they see this? Even not in this class. Do we have an archery team at this school? Okay, so perhaps somebody who's on the archery team might see it, if they recognize it, because my drawing's not the best, but if they recognize that, and they say, oh, I'm on the archery team, I think I want to read this, if that's what it's going to be about. So, draw some kind of symbol. And remember, symbol is just a really brief thing. It can be a shape, it can be an item, like a flag, or an arrow, or a set of scales if it's like a book about justice and equality. There's some kind of symbol. It's a thing. So you might draw a brain.
And if you want, you can go see if there's a book on the shelf over there that you want to start with if you want. Or you can look in that crate right there. Those are some of my favorites.
Now, I could have drawn this Mockingjay symbol on the front. Why didn't I draw that, though? Well, yeah, I mean, I might draw this on there, but some people may not know what it means or what it is. So I'd have to explain probably a little more with this. So I tried to make it a little more simplistic. Excuse me, use the bow and arrow. And at the bottom, on the front side of your bookmarks, I know some of you are still drawing, but I'm going to let you go ahead and rate your book so far from 1 to 5. 5 being, I love it. 1 being, not so sure yet because I'm not that far into it. And then I want you just to explain your reasoning. So I'm going to give my book 3 stars so far. And I can draw stars. 3 stars. Great introduction to characters. And setting. But I need to read more. That makes sense? should have a title, an author, a picture, so far, perception, a symbol that's going to entice other people to want to read, and then a rating from 1 to 5. 1 being, I need to read a little more, I'm not quite sure. 5 being, love it, I cannot wait to get back into reading it. And some of you have asked if you could use your iPads to look up some stuff to help you with symbols. That's fine if you want to look up something. Raise your hand if you need more time on this front. Just a few? That's fine. Let's do another minute before I turn to the back, because the back will require you to look in your book a little more, so you might have to read a little bit before you complete the back.
Oh, okay.
What is it doing so far?
It's like how this thing. Like engine.
Is it sports engines or any?
Like, I don't know if it's just saying stuff about injuries or what it is.
It's just pretty little more. Okay, even if you're not quite finished with the front, will you flip over to the back of your bookmark, the blank side? I know, it hurts you, doesn't it, to go to one side when you haven't finished the first side yet, but you've got the cheat sheet in front of you, so you can go back to look at it. If you'll do me a favor and write down what is underlined at the top of that page where it says words and phrases, and then page number. You're going to write word/phrase, and then page number. Alright, so what you're going to do is look back through what you've read so far, or if you want to read another page or two, kind of see where you are, get back into it. And you're going to choose 5 words or phrases kind of related to author style, which is what we've kind of been talking about, or the tone that you pick up on based on the words that the author is using. Because just like you choose your outfits to dress up, authors use their words to dress up their writing. So they pick specific words to dress those things up so that you will want to read it a little more. So as I'm looking at the first couple pages of Hunger Games, I noticed the words cold, warm, and light and dark. What relationship do those words have?
They're opposites.
They're opposites. So how can something be cold and warm at the same time? When I wake up, the other side of the bed is cold. My fingers stretch out, seeking Prim's warmth. So I noticed that the author has used cold and warm in sentences that are right next to each other. Do you know why she might have done that?
Should mix emotions.
It could be mixed emotions. What's cold? The
Ice. Oh, the ground. Where's she sleeping?
Where is she sleeping? The environment is cold. Who is warm? Her sister is actually who Prim is in this case. So her sister is warm. What do I know already about Prim then? She may be a warm person or a caring person or a kind person, but where they live might not be warm and kind and caring. I noticed the phrase fresh as a raindrop. I noticed eyes the color of rotting squash. That sounds pretty gross. I don't know that I would want somebody to say my eyes were the color of rotting squash. I don't think I would ever want to be described that way. Reaping. I noticed that she says reaping day over and over again. So I might include phrases like that. So I'm going to write, definitely going to write fresh as a raindrop. Anybody remember what figurative language that is? Fresh as a raindrop? Simile, good job. And I might write rotting squash. So number 1, number 2, and 3, and 4, and 5.
They sounded just like you.
So all I need you to do is look for a word or a
How they
phrase.
talk to each other, right? Does it work?
I think I see reaping day.
You didn't.
Words out of the ordinary that the author picks. Like these might not be words that I hear every
That's
day
fine,
or
just put your
phrases
number
that I
and
hear
close
every
to it.
day.
It's okay. It's alright.
So as I'm reading my
fine,
book,
just put your
I
post numbers on
see
there.
some of these things come out. Some of these words
Like
come out
this?
that I don't always see every day. Like, again, rotting squash. I don't hear that every day. So that may be something or words that the author chose to dress up as right, or dress up for right.
Just write the number next to it.
That's all I want you to work on is look back through your book, make sure your book is open, because you're probably